Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm jumping in quick because I'm making a dessert, trying something different. I am using the Fudgy Brownies, but I'm using this recipe called Fudgy Mousse Brownies. It's on the website. If you just go to the product, Fudgy Brownies, and go to the bottom where it has all the recipes for it, it's there. So it is a little longer because there's cooling time and everything involved, but you know, I'm just trying to get up and use short bursts of energy. So it calls it a decadent dessert, light and airy chocolate mousse topped over top of the Fudgy dense brownies. And then you can, of course, obviously serve it with cream and berries and everything like that. So it does need a half a cup of chocolate chips, half a cup of whipped cream, and one package of the Fudgy brownies, half a cup of unsalted butter, 4 eggs. I actually only use 3, but 2 tablespoons of milk of some sort, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 teaspoons, hi Tracy, of sugar. I only used barely a tablespoon of it, so I know it doesn't give it as much of the frothiness, but I don't really want it that sweet, so kind of have to make a judge. But I've done this before when we make Toblerone mousse. I shorten the sugar or lessen the sugar, and it works fine. It's just not perfect, but you know, we're eating it, so who cares? So preheat the oven to 350. Get yourself the square steamer or some kind of pan that you like. It says put it on a sheet pan, and I'm going to guess that's because it's the mousse and it's going to be jiggly. You want to keep it from falling out and making a mess on you. In a medium saucepan or microwave or however you want to do it, you heat up. Oh, sorry, hang on. Pax one's back inside. So you heat up half a cup of the chocolate chips. I do in the microwave at 45 seconds until we have wafers. Then I put the whipped cream in until I get everything melted and mixed together. And that's just whipped cream and chocolate chips there, or wafers. You make up the brownie mix like you normally would. So the eggs, the butter, the vanilla, bit of milk, and then just mix it all together. And then that gets scraped into the pan. And then you do the whipping part of, I guess you could say the whipping part of the egg and sugar. I only did 1 egg. It says 2, and as I said, only barely a tablespoon of sugar. Obviously, you don't have to. You can skip that part, but that's the fluffy mousse part along with the whipped cream and the chocolate. So spread out your brownie mix. And to be honest, this all came. So head office gave us like a bingo sheet to do for July. And one of the items, you could chance for win prizes and stuff, right? One of the items was making s'mores in the microwave with a round steamer. I went and looked at the recipe and I'm like, I wouldn't eat that. Victor wouldn't eat that. So I'm all like, can't make that. What can I do instead? And this is where I landed up. So I got that. Now I'm going to put the beaten eggs that are frothed up with a bit of the sugar into the chocolate whipped cream, and you basically just fold that in. Until it's mixed up. Basically, you're trying to get a bit of air in there, so that's why it's folding. All right, so there you go. How silky that is. Bring back the brownies. Make sure, yep. And then just pour that on top. And then same thing, just push it all around. Obviously, this one is a bit more labor intensive than just making the brownies. So you don't have to do this. But you know, every now and then you're looking for something a little different, a little decadent. Maybe something for a guest they're coming over. There you go. So there you go. That's the mousse brownies. Now, covered in chocolate. Okay, then it says to bake for 30-35 minutes until toppings is set or toothpick comes out mostly clean. Cool completely for about an hour, refrigerate for an hour, and then you can cut it up, put some cocoa powder on it or anything like that. So there we go. Into the oven. Oops. I will start with a 30-minute timer and just check that out. And then I will show you once it's done. But there you go. That's a simple kind of introduction into our fudgy mousse brownie recipe.